getting threats from them lately. That's why I've been calling 911, saying that they say that there's nothing that'll ever stop them from killing me, and they say that it's time for the hook and ladder treatment, and that they want to do another gas and laser treatment to my brain again. And I'm suffering bad from the last time that they did it to me, and for that time, that the last time that they did it to me is because I was sitting on the sidewalk. That's the only thing I did, was sit on a sidewalk, and they were gassing me. They put human feces in my bed. They were strapping torture devices to me. They were gassing. They made my brain swell against my skull, and they were like continuously threatening me, telling me that I'm going into the oven with the disabled, and that what else did they say? They said they've been stalking me for years. I don't want to keep making videos, but they've been stalking me for years, and that they say that nothing will ever stop them from killing me, and that's the police of Queen Anne's County. And they say I can either submit, because what they tried to do was get me killed in Glen Burnie by lining the numbers up for something I didn't do. And the only reason that I went with the flow is because even though the old guy grabbed my neck and attacked me first, and even though I didn't hit him, still, I can't really plead self-defense against the old guy. So I did put my hands on him. Even though he attacked me first, I put my hands on him. But they're trying to act like I got off. But the only reason why the flow is because I signed a plea deal that said 18 months in red ink. And they completely backstabbed me and gave me 10 years instead of 18 months. So because I was going to take it to jury trial, but they tricked me, and they were sending me threats before the court date. And they said, Aaron, they said, and this is exactly what they said, and I quote, they said, talking, you're dead, before my court date. And there's all these important people involved that are wrapped up in the case, and it is technically in a class of genocide. Because what they like to do is they like to defile their victim's image socially, and like my facial features. You see the dent in my skull, and there's damage, there's laceration in my head, and they loosen the cartilage in my nose. But what they like to do is make their victims ugly. It's very typical in genocide to socially humiliate and degrade their victims of their crimes because they don't want anybody coming to save them, and they don't want anybody to care about their victim, which in this case is me. And I do absolutely nothing at all. I ran to the other side of the world from these people terrified, and I need help because they really actually are going to kill me. And it really actually is the Queen Anne's County Police, and they say that if I don't do my time, then I'm going to die for something that I didn't even really do. And this is not the first time it's happened. It happened last year in Denver, too. They say when I use the internet that I'm trying to take the control away from the federal government because I caught them trying to create evidence to kill me, to give me the death sentence. And I caught them in the process and in the act of creating the evidence that they needed for a trial for the death sentence for something that I didn't do. And there has to be some type of system or order in this country to stop that, And they want to make these labels for me and say that I'm this and I'm that, but I'm really not that bad. I never was. They just